So recently there was a lot of change going on in my life, and as a small business owner, as a self-employed person, freelancer, we should be used to change. We should be used to things coming at us unexpectedly, and I wasn't. And it was too much at one time, all right? And you all know, if you're trying to run the business and there's a lot coming at you, right? That's not any breaking news story here. But back to my story. It was what I felt was like seismic change. And I thought, okay, this one little domino falling is going to destroy everything else that has happened. And that really wasn't the case. It really wasn't, as somebody once told me the other day, it ain't that deep. I made it deep, but it really wasn't that deep. And again, you would think, as a creative person, as a small business owner, as a self-employed person, I would have been prepared for change. That's sort of baked into what we do. We are sort of, that's our thing, right? Like, change is going to happen. We've constantly got to be re-involving ourselves. We've got to adapt. We need to be reinventing, improving, you name it. And that wasn't happening here. And the problem was that I saw that change as a negative. I saw it as something that I was not... All of my insecurities came out, all of my fears, everything that I thought, those thoughts that keep us up at night and think, well, oh my God, if that happens, I'm going to be on the street. Those things came crashing through my head. None of it was real. It was all up here, but that didn't mean it didn't have validity. That means it didn't feel real to myself. And so I took that change and I saw it as a negative, when in actuality, weeks out, I see it now as a positive. I see that change, that forced change, that forced evolution, as being something positive. It got me to reevaluate things, really realize that, in some things I'd been sitting on my ass and I hadn't really been doing as much as I should. I hadn't been working at the level that I knew I could, that I should be working at, and it sort of re-energized me. And so once I saw that as a positive, I started realizing that improving ourselves and changing ourselves is always a positive. Now, we may have a whole bunch of fear about that. We may rely on our old anxieties. We may fall back on bosses that he used to yell at us about, all kinds of, whatever it is. We all have baggage, and that baggage taints our view of where we are in the moment sometimes. And this change was good change. And again, once I embraced it. So I guess where I'm going with all of this is, don't be afraid to improve. Don't be afraid to change. Change is inevitable, and it can really lead to good things. But here's the thing. If you're working to improve, if you're trying to be better, you're driving the car of change. You're not reacting to the change, you're creating the change. And therein is the difference sometimes. If we can be the masters of the vehicle, if we can take the wheel, so to speak, and kind of lead the change, then improving is a good thing. Improving helps us get to be a better business, to connect with more consumers, to grow. And isn't that really what we all want? To grow? So embrace the change, but be the change by improving and being a better person. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.